Welcome to Celeb Scene Central. Hold on to your chimichangas, because Deadpool and Wolverine has been leaving cinemas in a frenzy. Starring Ryan Reynolds, this crossover of the century marks the third installment in the gloriously irreverent Deadpool series and the ninth time Hugh Jackman has suited up as the clawed legend, Wolverine. Since their last team-up in 2009's X-Men Origins, Wolverine, fans have been crossing their claws, waiting for the return of Reynolds' Merc with a mouth alongside Jackman's grumpy, growly mutant. Marvel's favorite anti-hero, Wade Wilson, Reynolds, is trying out the mundane life as a car salesman with his buddy Peter, Rob Delaney. Of course, with Wade, even a quiet day job can't stay quiet for long. Cue birthday parties full of fourth-wall shenanigans and surprise visits from the TVA. Retirement is pretty much out of the picture at this moment. Packed with Marvel Easter eggs and cameos, Deadpool and Wolverine has been racking up stacks at the box office. Check out the details of how much this blockbuster costs and how it's been holding up in theaters. The costs of promoting Deadpool and Wolverine. According to Variety, in addition to its reported $200 million production budget, Deadpool and Wolverine spent another estimated $100 million for their promotional assets. Check out how some of these funds are distributed towards campaigns and brand activations. For blockbuster movies, it's practically an unspoken rule to drop your trailer during the Super Bowl, even if it's just 30 seconds. Deadpool and Wolverine did just that during Super Bowl 58. Considering that it's the ultimate stage, with almost the entirety of America tuning into the game, this ad spot is a pricey affair, coming in with a $7 million price tag for just a 30-second spot in 2024. According to The Hollywood Reporter, the trailer skyrocketed to become the most-watched trailer ever, racking up mind-blowing 365 million views in just 24 hours. If there's one way to promote a film, it's by joining forces with one of the world's hottest K-pop groups. With almost 10 million monthly listeners on Spotify, Stray Kids is an 8-member boy band formed by JYP Entertainment, aka one of the big 3 K-pop companies in South Korea. While Stray Kids' net worth isn't disclosed to the public, JYP Entertainment currently has a market cap of €1.23 billion, approximately $1.3 billion. Throughout the years, Stray Kids has had their fair share of Hollywood interactions with the stars of Deadpool, particularly Reynolds himself. In 2021, Stray Kids leader Bang Chan interviewed Reynolds for his film Free Guy, in which the actor expressed his love for the K-pop group. Before Deadpool and Wolverine's theatrical release, Stray Kids released their music video for CHK Boom on July 19, 2024. Audiences might notice 2 very familiar faces at the beginning of the video. Jackman, all dressed up in his Wolverine suit, delivers the weather forecast from a news station. Meanwhile, Reynolds plays an anchorman, reporting on a mysterious phenomena occurring worldwide. This brief Deadpool and Wolverine x Stray Kids crossover eventually paid off. At the time of writing, the CHK Boom music video has garnered almost 60 million views in less than 2 weeks. Outside of music, Bang Chan and member Felix interviewed Reynolds and Jackman during their Marvel press run in South Korea. Together with maximum effort and a variety of branded partners, Deadpool and Wolverine made sure that the movie is quite literally everywhere, pulling out all the stops with retail goods, toy items, and even alcoholic beverages. As George Dewey of Maximum Effort explains, the agency isn't ashamed of advertising, and whatever opportunity comes along their way, they're willing to accept it just to get word of the movie out. Deadpool and Wolverine's long list of brand partnerships includes Reynolds Aviation Gin, Heineken, Jack in the Box, Heinz, Hot Topic, Adidas, Funko, Xbox, and more to count. Following the golden rule of marketing, campaigns for each brand are tailor-made to make them relevant for their consumers. With their Heineken campaign, the storytelling revolved around their beer cans made out of the same metal from Wolverine's claws. Meanwhile, their Heinz campaign used ketchup and mustard to compare Deadpool and Wolverine's different colored costumes. Just recently, Hot Toys revealed the first look at a Lady Deadpool figure, which fans have speculated to be either Blake Lively or Taylor Swift. How much did Deadpool and Wolverine need to make at the box office to break even? To turn a profit, a movie typically needs to rake in about 2 to 2.5 times its production cost. With a reported production budget of $200 million, Deadpool and Wolverine would need to hit around $400 to $500 million just to break even. Given the franchise's longevity, its association with the MCU, and the third installment's unique storytelling approach, it's safe to bet that Deadpool and Wolverine will be cashing in big time. How is Deadpool and Wolverine doing at the box office? Deadpool and Wolverine didn't just claw their way to success, they slashed, ripped, and diced up the box office markets. Based on early ticket sales and projections, Deadpool and Wolverine was predicted to earn $350 million during its worldwide opening weekend. Despite the high expectations, the movie would come along to snatch records during its first weekend. In less than 24 hours alone, the movie garnered $38 million in Thursday night previews. On opening day, Deadpool and Wolverine grossed a whopping $96 million, making it the sixth biggest opening day haul of all time. Add the $115 million the film garnered from overseas markets, Deadpool and Wolverine achieved a cumulative haul of $211 million in the global box office in just 2 days. In other words, it only took the Marvel film 2 days to recover its total reported budget. Deadpool and Wolverine's $211 million debut has surpassed some of cinema's biggest films, notably Jurassic World's $208.8 million opening haul. By comparison, the first Deadpool movie garnered $132 million in its opening weekend and later went on to achieve $780 million during its worldwide theatrical run. Meanwhile, Deadpool 2 pulled in $125 million domestically in its opening weekend and finished strong with $785 million by the end of its theatrical run. At the moment, Deadpool and Wolverine have gone past the $400 million benchmark with a $438.3 million global opening and has already clawed its way past the $1 billion milestone. How does Deadpool and Wolverine compare to other July releases? July saw some heavy hitters in cinemas. Earlier in the month, the Illumination animation Despicable Me 4 made an explosive entrance with $52 million in just 48 hours at the domestic box office. Originally predicted to generate approximately $120 million, the movie would go on to garner a whopping total of $122 million by the end of its extended 5-day debut. On top of being a beloved franchise, Despicable Me 4 coincidentally fell within the 4th of July festivities, allowing an all-time surge in box office sales. These boisterous minions also won the hearts of many all across the globe, pulling in a nice $9.4 million from the international box office in just 4 markets. At the moment, Despicable Me 4 has achieved another global box office milestone with $330 million domestically and $477 from international markets, grossing a total of $807 million worldwide. As a comparison, Deadpool and Wolverine made approximately one-third of Despicable Me 4's current cumulative global box office.